So what do we do from here? I mean, dude, so I don't know. I don't know what we do. I want to pivot from this to Benny Johnson's tweet because, of course, Benny Johnson is just a degenerate. Now, look at this. This right here is Congressman Jimmy Gomez. So I feel like this tweet is sort of the defining kind of MAGA right-wing Christian right now. The Trumpist Christian, at least as far as influencers go. But look at him. So you have Jimmy Gomez sitting on the steps of the Capitol, like broken up. Now, you and I can look at this picture and we know why Jimmy Gomez is broken up. Why? Because he knows that probably a significant portion of the people in his district are going to lose Medicaid, disabled families, retirees. There's SNAP benefits. There's going to be a lot of financial impacts. The bottom, the poorest people in America are going to get ravaged right now. So obviously, Jimmy Gomez is like feeling this, as a lot of us were today. A lot of people were feeling it. Everybody who uses Medicaid is feeling it. I'm probably going to lose my health insurance, okay? And right now I'm not making enough money where I can afford other health insurance. I just can't. So if I lose my health insurance, I'm just flying off the radar, hoping nothing happens, right? At 55. That's my reality. And that's the reality of huge numbers of Americans. We're all like gonna get fucked. But anyway, so look at how Benny frames this. Okay, Benny's a Christian, by the way, but look at how Benny frames it. Benny says, why are Democrat congressmen sobbing on the steps of the U.S. Capitol like weepy children? Because they know it's over, he says. Once 20 million criminal aliens are deported, they have no future, no path to power. They'll lose 25 House seats in every presidential for a generation, permanent minority. They bet against America, and America fought back. Now they are undone. The money is gone. The power is gone. The future is gone. The modern Democratic Party is dead. Now, all of this is fucking bullshit. I mean, he thinks 20 million. He thinks 1 out of every 16 Americans is undocumented, and the only reason the Democrats have won. But it's not. But the fact that he can look at somebody and not understand why they're broken up, because he's not broken up. He doesn't give a shit about people being thrown off Medicaid. He doesn't give a shit about retirees dying in a fucking tent. Benny Johnson doesn't. He doesn't care, okay? He doesn't care. I know they're not voting. They have nothing to do with it. What he's talking about, though, is not necessarily the voting. He's implying that it's the census, but that doesn't just affect California. That affects Texas. That affects Arizona. That affects New Mexico. That affects Florida, right? Like every state that's on the border or on the water where immigration comes in, the census includes the undocumented. But it's not just California. Like Texas, I'm sure, has more undocumented people than the entire fucking country, without a doubt. But they never talk about that because their whole thing about the undocumented is to punish the Democrats, the people that they hate, these good Christians, these compassionless, fucking acidic, vile, fucking degenerate Christians. They just use the idea of undocumented people as like a cudgel to hurt their enemy. But man, I see this and I really feel for these guys. Let's look at Jimmy Gomez's district. Oh, fuck, bro. Oh my God, dude. No wonder Jimmy Gomez. Fuck, bro. No wonder Jimmy Gomez is broken up, dude. Dude, Jimmy Gomez his district is East L.A., man. Like, and Eagle Rock. Like, this is one of the highest percentages of Hispanic culture in the entire Los Angeles area. I just got emotional, like, looking at it. Yeah, it's East L.A. For those of us who grew up in L.A., we know what East L.A. is, man. It's, like, deeply rooted in Hispanic culture. It's the area around Dodger Stadium and Eagle Rock. And so Jimmy Gomez is broken up because he knows that like that $40 billion ICE with the hate of L.A., that they're going to storm in there like in tanks. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to decimate his district, and they're going to brutalize the people in his district. I know what you said. We are such a demonic nation. We really are. Like, we are like hitting some karma here that's going to be brutal. You know, that is brutal, man. But the lack of compassion is so heartbreaking. So I grew up in Glendale, okay? So this was my stomping ground, dude. Eagle Rock. And Eagle Rock Plaza is a mall right down here that we used to hang out at sometimes. And, you know, obviously, like, East L.A. There's a Tommy Burger down on Rampart. That's like right down here in downtown. Tommy Burgers, for those of you who don't know, is this like a restaurant that serves chili burgers with these hot peppers that's open 24 hours. There's like a couple of them. There's one over in Santa Monica. There's one in downtown LA on Rampart. Like, you can kind of see City Hall from there. It's a place where we would always go late at night at like 3 a.m. You go to Tommy Burger. And you'd be, if you go the Rampart one, you'd be the only white people there. But it was like, it was just cool. Nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? Those like heavily minority neighborhoods, I've never been not embraced by them. Anytime I've been not embraced, it's usually been a wealthy white neighborhood, to be quite honest with you. If I look back at my life, I've never had a problem being embraced, being, you know, the outsider in a minority neighborhood. I haven't, not in LA. You know what I'm saying? Not in New York either. But yeah, man, this is brutal. And these guys are so callous. And look at this. Look at what they're saying. He's 50. He's crying. This guy's like, need less feminization of our men, right? It's like the transphobia on the brain. It's just filled with fucking racism and nastiness. See, this is what I'm talking about, though. They're not good people. Like the MAGA people that are behind this movement, they're not good people. Like, at that point, we're never going to welcome them back. They're just so degenerate. It's fucking heartbreaking to me, though, to see that. Very Christian of them. Yeah, they're not very Christian. I mean, their Christianity is based on hate. And this is it right here. I don't think anyone is prepared for what they just did with ICE. This is not a simple budget increase. It's an explosion. ICE is going to be bigger than the FBI, the U.S. Bureau of Prisons, DEA, and others combined. It's like ICE is going to be, you know, it's going to be like an invasion force. This whole thing is, it's going to be hard, right? This is an article that says $170 billion for immigration and border enforcement related provisions. So there's DHS. So yes, but some of that 170 is going to be spread across multiple agencies. And then some of it is to build those detention centers. But here's the deal though, guys. You ready? The problem is that there's not enough actual undocumented people to fill all the detention centers. There's not 20 million undocumented people. There's not even close. You know what I mean? There's not. I bet it's like maybe 5, maybe 7 at the most. So the thing is, though, they're spread out amongst millions. There's 65 million Hispanic people in America. So if they start grabbing naturalized citizens who they have their address, their work address, right? They have all the information on the naturalized. If they really want to fill those tents, they're going to go after U.S. citizens. And yeah, if they have 10,000 people roaming the streets going after U.S. citizens, that's going to be brutal. You know, it's going to be brutal. So I don't know. Okay. I honestly don't know what to make of it. I mean, we're going to have to wait and see, because again, guys, a lot of this money is going to get wasted. A lot of it's going to get embezzled. Everybody that works for Trump is as big a crook as he is. So the money will get misspent. I'm sure they're going to start buying shit from their friends that are jacking shit up. And we know that Trump and all of his people are incompetent. So one of the things we do know is if anybody in this world can fuck this up, it's Donald Trump. The circle will be complete when the Medicaid cuts start in 2026 and the New York Times and all the other mainstream media blames it on the Democrats. Remember this moment, guys, okay? Remember this moment, because here's what's going to happen. I've seen the playbook 1,000 times. Shit's going to go down between now and next year, and Trump is going to take a hit. His approval rating is in the shitter, and the draconian shit that's going to happen now isn't going to make it any better. So they're going to lose in 2026. They're going to lose the House. But then what's going to happen is all the Medicaid cuts and all the SNAP cuts are going to happen in 2026 and into 2027. They staggered it. The billionaires get their tax cuts now, but then this shit is going to come out. Reporters are going to blame it on the Democrats. They are. The New York Times is going to write a bunch of opinion pieces saying, wow, the Democrats won the House and now Medicaid is getting ravaged. Like, what are they doing? How could the Democrats let this happen? You know it's going to happen. I'm telling you, those media companies, I think they like Republicans in office more because it just causes more carnage, and that carnage sells advertising. When people are depressed and scared and ravaged, they consume. They don't like people being healthy and feeling comfortable. They want you uncomfortable and feeling brutalized and unsafe because you consume. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.